What if I told you that something you can't see, can't touch, and can't buy in any store might add as much as 7.5 years to your life, or quietly take them away? Not a pill, not a diet, not a surgery or a supplement, your attitude, specifically the way you think and feel about growing older. It sounds almost too simple to be true. But this is one of the most striking findings in all of the research on aging, and once you understand it, it may genuinely change the way you talk to yourself for the rest of your life. So stay with me, because today we're going to explore how your beliefs about aging shape how you actually age, and how to make that powerful force work for you instead of against you. Let me tell you about the research, because it's remarkable. Scientists studied a large group of people over many years, looking at how they thought about getting older. Some held mostly positive beliefs about aging. They saw it as a time of growth, wisdom, and continued possibility. Others held mostly negative beliefs. They saw aging as decline, decay, and the end of usefulness. Then the researchers followed them through the years, and what they found was astonishing. The people with positive attitudes toward aging lived, on average, around 7.5 years longer than those with negative attitudes. 7.5 years. That's a bigger difference than you get from many of the physical health factors we spend all our time worrying about. And there's more. Other research has found that people with positive age beliefs were even less likely to develop dementia, in some cases, even when they carried a higher genetic risk for it. Your mindset, it turns out, is not just in your head. It reaches all the way into your body and your brain. Now, if that stops you in your tracks the way it stopped me, do me a favor and let me know in the comments. Had you ever imagined your attitude could be that powerful? I read everyone. And while you're there, hit subscribe, because this is exactly the kind of truth I want to keep bringing you. Now let me explain why this happens. Why would your beliefs about aging affect how long you live? It's not magic. It's actually very logical once you see it. Think about how a negative belief plays out in real life. If you believe that getting older means inevitable decline, that it's all downhill, that you're too old to change, then what do? You stop trying. You skip the exercise, because what's the point? You don't bother with the doctor, because you assume nothing can be done. You pull back from new experiences, from challenges, from life. And slowly, that belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your body and mind decline, in part, because you stopped investing in them. Now flip it around. If you believe these years can be good ones, that you can still grow, still get stronger, still learn and contribute, then you act on that belief. You stay active, you eat well, you keep your doctor's appointments, you take up new things, you bounce back from setbacks because you believe bouncing back is possible. Your positive belief drives positive action, which produces a healthier, longer life. On top of that, a positive outlook carries less chronic stress, and we know that chronic stress quietly harms the heart, the brain, and the whole body. In plain terms, how you think shapes how you act, and how you act shapes how you age. Your beliefs are in the driver's seat more than you ever realized. So here's the empowering question. How do you shift your mindset toward the positive? Especially if years of messages from the world have taught you to dread getting older? Let me give you some real ways. First, catch the negative self-talk and challenge it. Notice when you say things like, "I'm too old for that," or "What do you expect at my age?" Those little phrases are doing real damage. When you catch one, gently push back. Ask yourself, is that actually true? Or is it just a story I've absorbed? Often, it's simply not true. Second, find your role models. Look for the people who are aging the way you'd like to, the 80-year-old who travels, the 75-year-old who took up painting, the neighbor who's sharp and active and full of life. They prove what's possible, and they reset your sense of what aging can be. Surround yourself with their example, in your life and in what you watch and read. Third, focus on the gains, not just the losses. Yes, aging brings challenges, that's honest. But it also brings real gifts, wisdom, perspective, deeper relationships, more freedom, knowing yourself, caring less about what others think. Research actually shows many people grow happier and more emotionally content as they age. So count the gains. Keep them in view. Fourth, stay engaged and keep growing. The best way to believe you can still grow is to actually do it. Learn something new, set a goal, take on a challenge. Every time you prove to yourself that you can still do hard things, your belief in your own future gets stronger. And fifth, reject ageism, including from yourself. The world is full of messages that older people are useless, frail, or past it. Don't absorb that poison and don't repeat it about yourself. You are not finished. You are not too late. Refuse the story of decline and write your own. So here is the truth I want you to carry out of this video, and to repeat to yourself often. The way you think about aging is not a small thing. It's a powerful force that shapes your choices, your stress, your health, and quite possibly the very length of your life. A positive, hopeful attitude toward these years isn't naive. It's one of the smartest, most protective things you can cultivate. So choose hope. Choose possibility. Choose to believe that your best chapters can still be ahead of you, because that belief, it turns out, helps make it so. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you love about being the age you are now? One gift these years have brought you? Share it in the comments, because your words might lift someone who's been dreading getting older and show them there's so much to look forward to. One honest note before we close. This video is for general education and reflection, not personal medical or mental health advice. If you've been struggling with persistent low mood or hopelessness, please reach out to your doctor or someone you trust. That's a sign of strength, and support can make a real difference. Your attitude is one of the few things in life that is fully, completely yours to choose. So choose to see these years as gold. Choose growth over decline, hope over dread. It may just be the most powerful medicine you ever take. I'll see you in the next video.